Hello and welcome. Welcome, friends. Welcome, family. Welcome to my home and welcome to my sacred space that I prepared for us. I'm Olivia, and this is Tarot and Coffee with Olivia, here to do your daily pick a card. I want you guys to know how much I appreciate you, and I'm actually going to go ahead and call out some names of some new subscribers. I may have called some of you out before. I hope you don't mind. If you mind, you got to send me a comment because I'm going to keep doing it until you ask me not to. So Paul and Victor, Gina, I love saying Dreams 16. I don't know, it's really nice to say Dreams 16. William, Jay, and May, and Benjamin. He might say it Benjamin, I don't know. And Michaela. Michaela, I've gotten so many sweet comments from you. Um, Thank you guys. I just really, and those of you I didn't call out, I'm appreciating you guys too, especially those of you who've been with me from the very, very beginning, which I feel like we're still at the beginning. We're at the beginning of a life journey. Anyway, I'm shuffling our thought of the day from this new deck that I got. I am Everything. It's affirmation cards. The creator is Tarisha Clark. Tarisha Clark created these. Let's go ahead and I guess I'm going to do a couple of hard shuffles. There are only 30 cards in this deck, so it makes it difficult to do a satisfying shuffle, if you know what I mean. But this is still fun. So I do have arthritis, and sometimes shuffling is not the easiest thing in the world for me, but it's also good for me because it helps warm up my hands and get them going. So I'm going to cut the deck and pull our card of the day, and we have I am healthy. This is a positive affirmation card. I honor my body and am grateful for the work it does for me. I nourish my body through self-care. I rest when I need to rest. I eat nourishing meals when I need to eat, and I exercise when I need to exercise. I am healthy. Well, I need this card. I really need to remind myself of all these things each and every day, for sure. For sure. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take a sip of coffee. If you've never done a pick a card, a tarot pick a card, it's easy to do. Oh, that's my first taste of coffee today. I always love my first taste. It's the best, especially when it's good coffee. Okay, so we have these card toppers here, and I'm going to show them to you up close because they're beautiful stones and rocks and crystals. This is my turquoise, which is just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. That color is, well, one of my favorite colors of all time. Although I do love all the colors, that's a secret. Even black. Black is a good color. It's such a good color. I know it's many colors. Okay, this right here is our Howlite, and I love this. This rock is very magical. If you look closely, you will see faces. This is called the Howlite of many faces. So yeah, I that rock is very special to me. They all are. They all are. This one is called Rose Selenite, and it's got a lot of sand in it, and it sparkles under the right kind of light. But you can see that intricate natural design that is just fascinating. Fascinating. And last but not least, again, another favorite. I love all my rocks. They're all my favorites. See how it sparkles? This is Chalcopyrite. I hope we have a good focus. I've got a lot of glare on my camera today, so it's hard for me to see what's going on. Chalcopyrite, copper ore is what that is. Very, very heavy, 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 unexpectedly heavy rock. Okay, so there are many ways to do this. Pick a card. You can pick your card by looking at the card toppers and choosing your card topper. Many people choose more than one card. I designed it as a one card pick a card, but I think it's fine to do it the way that it feels right for you, okay? And as always, I want you to take what resonates and go ahead and leave the rest. So again, it's easy to do. You can pick one card, you can pick several cards. I don't integrate them together as I would in a personal reading. So personal readings are much more, well, personal, of course, but they're also much more detailed and they have a lot more to them. Let's just leave it at that. Okay, where are we? Oh, you know what? I'm going to take another sip of coffee because I need it. And then we'll go ahead and move on. We're going to start with the turquoise and we'll see if you picked the turquoise. We're going to see what your card of the day is today. The Ten of Rods. The Ten of Rods. Okay, so I think of the rods as tools. But I will tell you these are special tools like magic wands. They're not just any tools. These tools contain vital energies. They can represent goals and drives. So this card for you today is actually the ultimate investment of energy. Taking your life into your own hands and striding forward in success. So I like to call this card pick up sticks because sometimes it comes out of a place of things not going so great, being overwhelmed. But see, that's the next step. The next step this person is taking is they're picking up those sticks and using the energies to move forward in success. So this is a really positive card today. If you've been having troubles at work or working on a project that has really gotten you overwhelmed or anything like that, this is your chance to go ahead and take some deep breaths. Eat a nice breakfast and invest your energy into this project and move forward in success. So it's really quite a lovely card, and I am healthy goes along with that quite well. Now let's see what we have under the Howlite of many faces. Of course, that's my favorite face. To me, it's like a little Buddha face. Is that focused? It's not even focused, is it? I can't see. It's okay. I can't seem to get it focused. But we'll look at your card because that's what we want to see. The Eight of Rods, or the Eight of Wands. Again, like I said. Now, this card I like to call the Getting Back to Basics. So when I say getting back to basics, I often mean, well, you see their brooms, right? And as I said before, these are tools, but they're also special tools like wands. They're magical. They have a lot of energies, these rods, these wands. So this is really representing the fact, okay, so I often think about cleaning. I had a really good midwife friend in the past, and one of the things that she told me was about anxiety. She was helping me with my anxiety, and she was like, so I start with my body, clean my house, go to my garden, sweep my porch. And she was also someone who went out into the community, and she did a lot of volunteer work, and she just always said she started with one thing. And it reminds me of tasks, I guess. This is okay. Let me be more clear about this. Great tasks, and sometimes those tasks can be taking a shower. Sometimes those tasks can be as big as doing planning a whole fundraiser for a good cause. Those tasks can be great and many and require great efforts. And in this case, you will be gaining more awareness. You gain that, and so being able to do these tasks that you are destined to do. So practice and use your intuition in these tasks. I know that didn't seem very clear. Okay, so let me let's see, how can I put this? Use your intuition in your task, in your most basic of tasks today. You'll be getting a lot of things done. I'll just put it that way. You'll be getting a lot of things done today if you put your mind to it and you decide and use your intuition to decide what you're going to do. And a lot of those basic things that you do are the foundation for many greater things, because if your house is not in order, it's difficult to go out and change the world. It's kind of like having a messy mind, you know? How would I know? Have I had a messy mind before? Maybe. Let's see what we have under this gorgeous selenite. The Six of Hearts, otherwise known as the Six of Cups. This card in particular, well, let's see. Let me start at the beginning here. Okay, so this card asks you to take a look at emotional experiences. Don't be too hard on yourself, though. Okay, so do you have time to do this today, to indulge yourself in emotional experiences? Of course you do. You don't have to take a lot of time to do this, but just kind of think on it. This card reminds me a lot of something that Jesus said in Matthew, Mark, and Luke, and I'll give you a little abbreviated version. Remember the time that he called the little children to him, and then he said to his apostles, "Truly I tell you, unless you change and become like children or become childlike, you'll never enter the kingdom of heaven." So with this, when I think about emotions and facing your emotions and finding your way to your bliss, sometimes we have to go back and take care of our inner child. That's what this card really, really says to me. And that is something that you might consider doing with a therapist. It can be very difficult work, especially if you're someone who had a difficult or an abusive childhood. There is comfort and healing to be found. And once you heal your little child and you can be that happy little free child again, you can really work miracles. And find heaven, which is a miracle in and of itself. Finding heaven on earth. I really believe that's our purpose. You know, I talk about our purpose all the time. And I talk about love being our purpose. But love is heaven. That's when you are giving and receiving love and truly feeling it, that's heaven. That's it. So if you the chalcopyrite, I don't know if you pronounce the CH as a CH or if it's a hard C, I don't know. All right, the guide. This card is it's called the guide in this deck. It's also called temperance in other decks. There's always an angel. There's always the lovers are within the card. There's some old gods. Sometimes this river is depicted as a road. This card for you today, well, one of the first things that I always see with this card is the angel, and that's pretty important. I'm grabbing my notes now because this card, to me, it's one that I have a hard time understanding. So to me, it's kind of esoteric or kind of abstract. So let's look at this. It's all about the union of heaven and earth, finding the balance of being in the world but not of the world. And when I find myself getting really upset about things like politics or not having enough money or things kind of outside of myself, I think about finding that balance of not of what I usually do is I find a service, something to do as a service. That gets me out of myself and out of the world and out of the worries of the world. The guide leads the soul that searches for the path of spiritual enlightenment. It's a combination of forces and a harmony of mixed elements. I'm reading that. I wrote that in my notes. And again, I'll just say it again, being in the world but not of it, and knowing that you have a guide, the guide looking over you, an angel. You have your guardian angels helping you. This person right here is gaining strength just by knowing that the angel is there. So, I hope you got something out of that. I know it was quite, I don't know, enigmatic, I guess. I guess I'm using some $3 words here. Because again, take what you need and leave the rest, okay? So if you like this video so far, hit that thumbs up. And if you didn't like it, hit that thumbs down. And any of you can do like Michaela did and send me a comment. It would also be fun just to get a smiley face or an emoji. And I know some of you are watching this on television and it's not as easy to do there. So I ain't judging. I'm not going to judge anybody, okay? Oops. Do connect with me. I'm moving the camera. I hit the camera. Do connect with me on my social medias. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and shuffle my cards while I'm doing my outro, because this is important, okay? We're at the end, and I hope you found this to be just what you needed. So please do take what resonates with you and leave the rest, okay? Don't make life-altering decisions or changes based on this or any other tarot. Pick a card. I have a lot of links in the description of this video, so there's lots of ways to contact me. Speaking of, I hope fun games. I hope you're still listening. You may not be because this is the end. Go ahead and subscribe. There's a little face there with where you can do that, but and hit that little circle with my face in it, and that's a subscription button. That's pretty cool to do. But fun games, I wanted to let you know that you can contact me through my website if you need this is anybody. If you need something, if you need me to reach you and you're having trouble having enough money in order to do so, contact me using my website and we can work something out, all right? Thank you very much for being here. Thanks for listening to the end. I appreciate you guys very much. Love you. See you next time.